All right, guys. So today's gonna be a little different type of video. It's a little presentation. I just wanted to go over kind of showing you guys what Amazon FBA is, what selling on Amazon looks like, and what I do for my full time income. Um, so I've been selling on Amazon for about a year and a little over a year and a half, about to be 2 years now. So, and this is my full time income. I decided to take this on full time and really, take this business to the next level. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of just describe what Amazon is, how the business model looks like, and maybe it's a fit for a lot of people that watch this video. Um, I just want to kind of like inspire slash motivate people and show them what type of possibilities could, come from selling on Amazon. Because this platform changed my life, and I'm so forever grateful for it. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share what it is, what I do, and um, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, kind of a little background about Amazon, just to kind of show you what Amazon is. Amazon, obviously, everybody knows what Amazon is. It's one of the biggest e-commerce platforms in the planet right now, and yeah, so Amazon's annual sales revenue has grown significantly for over the years. For the 12 months ending in September 2024, Amazon reported total revenue of about $620.13 billion dollars, and that's 11.9% year over year increase. 574 billion past year, and then 513 the year before that. So obviously, yeah, everybody knows what Amazon is. It's the biggest platform in the world. People buy stuff on there all the time. Um, but a lot of people think when you buy products from Amazon that it comes straight from Amazon itself. And that's not the case in most majority of the times. So actually, that's where sellers like myself come in place, and we make these or we put these products on Amazon's platform to be sold to you. So Amazon is actually 60% of the Amazon's total sales are generated by third-party sellers. So that is a huge portion of the pie that is cut, into the pockets of resellers like myself, that are, or like just third-party sellers like myself that are, posting these or listing these products on Amazon to be sold, to consumers. So yes, it's a huge market. Great, it's the biggest platform in the world. Huge market. People are making tons of money off of this, and it changed my life. So there are also so with Amazon, kind of there is two ways to sell on the platform. A lot of people hear Amazon FBA, which is stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So with Amazon FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, this means that Amazon stores and ships all your products for you, so you don't have to worry about storage. You don't have to worry about shipping products whenever somebody shipping your products out to your customers whenever somebody orders it. You don't have to deal with customer service, returns, complaints. Amazon handles like 95% of the stuff. When you send stuff into Amazon FBA. And then there is another way that people sell on Amazon is also called FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant. This is when you store and you sell your products yourself. So say for example, you have a bunch of products that you want to list on Amazon, you have to keep it, on you because you once somebody purchased that product from you, you have to go and then fulfill that order straight to the customer. It goes straight to the customer's house from your house or from your warehouse or wherever you're fulfilling these orders. And in this case, you have to handle your own customer service as well. You have to deal with your own returns. You have to deal with your own, customer complaints, this and that. So these are the two ways to sell on Amazon. This is why when you hear FBA, this is from my Amazon, and then this is FBM, fulfillment by merchant. So FBA is the prioritized sales channel. When you send products into FBA, you allows you to capture higher sale prices, over FBM sellers because Amazon will prioritize you for shipping, customer service. Like Amazon wants their sellers to be using, which is their fulfillment services. So with Amazon FBA, you can capture higher sale prices, and it's also a lot more scalable. And as I mean scalable is that it's obvious that when you're giving all of this product to Amazon, it takes a lot of the workload off of yourself, having to fulfill orders, store products, pay for warehouse storage, pay for a storage unit, pay for employees. Like Amazon handles everything for you. So this is way more scalable for your business. when you send your products into FBA. Now, the unfortunate thing about it, it's it's not that unfortunate, but everything comes with its pros and cons. Um, when you send stuff into FBA, you have about a 1 to 3 week lead time for your products that you want to sell, which means from the day you purchase your product to the day it's able to be sold to a customer. It should take about 1 to 3 weeks, maybe sometimes sooner, sometimes a little bit more, but around that range to get your product sold. That's because you got to go through prepping and packing the products. You got to send the products out to Amazon, shipping time, and then once Amazon gets the products, they have to receive the products, make sure that you actually have what you listed inside, what you actually sent them, make sure that all the products are in good condition still. Like, the stuff has to get checked into the Amazon warehouses, and then once after all that is, said and done, your products can actually be listed. So it does take a lot longer for your products to be sold when you're doing FBA, but and then also it's a bit slower of a payout too, because your lead time, and then you have to wait, for a certain like time frame for like returns. They'll just keep your account on hold, or they'll keep your money on hold for a little longer, which sucks. But it just comes with what you're using, the service. It's not that big of a deal when you're doing a higher volume. With FBM comes some pros and cons. Obviously, you can list and sell products quicker than you do with FBA. So that means like you can go out, buy a product today, list it the same day, sell it the same day. Like you can do everything the same day. You don't have to wait for shipping or check-in times. It's a lot more beginner friendly. FBA requires a little bit more. You gotta kind of figure out how the system works to send stuff in, make sure everything isn't like correct. But like with FBM, you can just grab a product, list it, and then wait for it to sell. And as soon as it sells, you ship it out, slap a label on the product, and you ship it. So it's a lot more simple. You can kind of get proof of concept a lot quicker. Um, and then also, it's great when fulfillment centers are backed up. So FBM isn't just necessarily just for beginners, because during holiday seasons or like really busy times, um, a lot of these Amazon warehouses get backed up, as in like prep times or like check-in times would take even longer than it already does. So if you want to like kind of capitalize on the sale at that same moment, or like that, say a product is up in price and you want to capitalize on that at that specific time, listing FBM might be the better option for you. So it's not just for beginners, but it's a great way to quickly sell products. Also, you get quicker payouts because as soon as your product ships and the customer sees it, you get paid out, and you can flip that money a lot quicker than with rather than FBA. Only bad things about FBM, not necessarily bad, but cons, is that it's a lot harder to scale just because you're doing a lot more labor yourself, which means it takes a lot more time away from your business, that like the things from your business that actually generate you money. And also, it's not the prioritized sales channel. So like Amazon prioritizes FBA sellers over FBM sellers. So you could be losing a lot of that portion of sales just because your products are listed FBM rather than FBA. But both of these ways to sell comes with pros and cons. And let's talk about the 3 different business models that people know when it comes to selling on Amazon. So the first thing I'm going to go over is private label. You probably heard or seen this. This is what everybody kind of thinks Amazon is. You're putting a brand on it, you're slapping and selling on Amazon. That's not the way I do my business. I know a lot of people that do this business, but that's not the way I do it. But that's called private label, where you buy stuff from like China, for example, or Alibaba, and you rebrand it and you list it on Amazon. But this you have to create your own branding. You have to make your own listing. You have to create your own advertising. You have to actually create a product. This is private label. I don't do this. My business model is based around arbitrage, and not yet wholesale, but wholesale is soon to come. But I do arbitrage, which is basically we're buying name brand products from either retailers or just distributors, or discount department stores, things like that. But we're buying name brand products, like for example Dove, Nike, Adidas, like Under Armour, Puma. What else? Like just these big name brand products that already have established brands, and they already do their own advertising, everything, and we just buy these products for a discount and sell them back on Amazon for more. So essentially, that's what we're doing. It's a lot. it's a lot more basic of a business model than private label. It's a lot easier barrier, or a lot lower barrier to entry. But I'm focused right now in the arbitrage area. Wholesale is kind of like the arbitrage on steroids. It's more so like you're, doing a lot more volume when it comes to it. But we'll get into this. This is just the three business models that people do on Amazon. So let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about arbitrage and what arbitrage is, and the ways, or how arbitrage works. So for example, I have a little product right here that I can use as an example. And right here, so this is on walmart.com. I just took a little screenshot. This is on walmart.com. This little Nintendo Switch game right here. It's selling for $15 on Walmart. So anybody can go on Walmart right now and buy this product for $15. And what you do is right here, obviously you can see this is the Amazon listing. This exact same product is selling on Amazon for $30 basically, or $31 with shipping. So this guy's selling for $25, 64 cents, and then he's charging $5.32 shipping. So about 30 some bucks for this product on Amazon. Same exact product. It's just on Amazon. And this product right here, when you just look at this little calculator that we use, you can see this product sells about 700 times per month, a little over, like give or take 700 times per month. And then at a $14.97 buy cost and a $30.96 sale price, we're making about $6.19 profit per unit we sell. So obviously there's, it's making a 40% margin, 20% margin, 40% ROI. So boom, like that's what arbitrage is. You're buying products for less and selling for more on Amazon. It's a lot easier said than done, or it just seems a lot easier right now, but this is just super bare bone basic, like kind of the concept of what we're doing. Basically buying for more or buying for less and selling it for more. And yeah, that's what arbitrage is. This is literally what arbitrage is. This is what I do. And let's kind of get into the two ways that you can go about buying your products for Amazon arbitrage. So the first way is retail arbitrage. This is probably the most popular way, or this is what everybody kind of sees on social media. So retail arbitrage, which stands for RA. The pros and cons for this business, or for this way of sourcing, is that, or first of all, what retail arbitrage is that you probably see on social media people going into like Ross, Burlington, grocery outlet, going to these department outlet stores and going in the stores, scanning products, and trying to find products to sell on Amazon. This is what retail arbitrage is. So for this, it's typical to find higher margin products like this because it's such less competition, and because these stores are like outlet stores, discount stores are trying to get rid of this product. So with this business model, or with this type of sourcing, you get higher margins. Products are a lot easier to find because the product is tangible, it's right in front of you. You're just walking, kind of just scanning products and trying to see what's cheap, what can make you a profit. It's a great way for beginners to get the concept of Amazon. And it's, like I said, it's a lot less competition. You're only competing against the people that are in your area, looking or going to those stores too. So that's the pros with the retail arbitrage. There's a couple cons. It is very time consuming. Like I said, you have to go, like this is where people go into stores, scan products, trying to find a profit. And a lot of the time you can kind of come empty handed in some of these stores because not every store is going to have, a bunch of products sitting on the shelves for you to, buy and sell. So you kind of gotta, it's a lot more time consuming. You actually have to put in like the physical work. It's a lot harder to scale and make sustainable as well. As in like scale, like I know you can scale retail arbitrage. It's just kind of like, it's like, it depends on like where you're at, or like what access you have to these stores, or what connections you build. Cause I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can't scale the retail arbitrage. I used to do retail arbitrage and scale. I scaled with retail arbitrage, or I know people that do crazy numbers with retail arbitrage. It's just a lot harder because you kind of have to be fortunate enough to have these type of outlet stores near you, or like you have to build these good connections with people. But long story short, yeah, it's a lot harder to scale, and it's a lot harder to make sustainable because you're just limited to whatever these stores have on clearance that day. So that's retail arbitrage. There's another way you buy products is online arbitrage, and this is where you go through websites and online retailers, just on the internet, you search up these retailers, search up these websites, and buy products on sale online. So with this, it's a lot easier to source when your skills are developed. I'm not gonna say this is the it's just I'm not gonna just straight up say this is the easier way than retail arbitrage, because retail arbitrage is a lot easier than OA for beginners. Um, but when you develop skills and you do repetition, and you've been sourcing for a long time on, through OA, it just compounds and it gets a lot easier. Like, you start to realize, like, oh, okay, these products, like, I'm finding these products so much faster than, RA, because I'm, simply just sitting down on my computer and buying products online, like on the internet. So it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot more scalable, because you can sit here and find products and just buy them over and over and over again. The same products. You can find more products, buy them over and over. You have no limitations, depending on where you're buying from, and obviously your skill set. But it's a lot more scalable because it's a lot less time consuming. Um, later on, once you develop the skills, and it's a lot more sustainable too, because you're not just depending on a couple retailers or a couple stores to go into. You're on the internet, and you can buy you can just buy so much more quantity with OA. But it does come with typically lower margins. The products are harder to find for beginners. Obviously, once you start to develop more skills, it becomes a lot easier. And there is a lot more competition. This is kind of why there's lower margins. It plays a part in why there's lower margins, but there's a lot more competition because everybody is doing OA, or everybody can do OA. You know what I mean? So that's online arbitrage. These are the two ways you can kind of go about sourcing products for your Amazon business. Yeah, and this is kind of how I started. This is like, I started as I was a college student. I used to just resell sneakers, like a lot of college students, or like a lot of kids did. Resells, like, hype sneakers, Jordans, Yeezys, things like that. And I just came across Amazon, and I was like, okay, I did not know, like, you can sell on Amazon. Like, I just thought like everybody else. I thought, Amazon sold all their products, but no, you can, actually go and sell products. So this is actually a screenshot of my first ever sale on the Amazon platform. So this was crazy. This was back in 2023, April 29th. I made my first sale for $112, one unit. I was super geeked. This right here, this screenshot set, like, alone, like, I told myself, okay, internet money is real. Like, people actually can make money online. Like, I didn't clock in for this, I didn't clock in for this dollar. Like it was crazy. Like, this, like, woke me up. This is a couple more, like, pictures I took of, like, the process. I started in my room, a couple pairs of shoes from the Nike outlet, and, a couple pairs from Adidas, a couple Jordans. And this was like one of my first, like, FBA shipments, was just a box filled with, like, some shoes, because, like, once I seen this, sale, I was like, okay, dude, this means something. So, like, let's see how far I can take this, and, like, let's actually pick it up. So yeah, I was doing RA, FBM. I started with RA. I was doing FBM, selling products from my house, fulfilling myself, and then I started doing FBA, sending stuff into the warehouses. But RA, I started with RA, just like I recommend everybody else to begin with, is RA. And then now, I'm about 85% OA. About 15% of my products are purchased retail arbitrage, and I'm doing majority FBA. Like I said, FBM is great for, like, the holiday seasons, or, like, busy seasons, for any seller. So this is a screenshot from Black Friday. I did $9,258 in one day of sales. That was, like, my peak PR. That was the most recent what I did. This was my first ever 6-figure rolling 30. So in the last 30 days, I did $106,000 in sales. And it's just a couple pictures of FBA shipments I sent out. And this was my first ever 10,000 or 10K month. This was back in August of this year. So I'm just wanting to show you guys, like, this is possible. Like, this is what it turned into. Like, I started, this is how I started. One sale, and it just turned into this. So this is what I do now full time. And yeah, so that's basically what I do, guys. Like, that's Amazon FBA. I just wanted to make this little video kind of describing. This is my first ever, like, sit down kind of presentation video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, kind of describe more, like, going into more details or in depth into different things about the business. I definitely want to start doing this a lot more. But yeah, that's what Amazon FBA is. That's what I do full time, and hopefully we can inspire some people to start selling on Amazon, and change their lives just like I did. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you guys soon.